Hi everyone, Janie here, and I just want to share with you my very first box card. I was so thrilled to make this, and look at it's got a cute little bestie girl up there. But anyways, I was just excited, and I had always thought that these were too hard to make. Seriously, I just thought, I'm never going to be able to make one of those. It's got to be complicated. Guess what? It's not complicated, and that's what I'm here to share with you. So for those of you who haven't done this yet or are looking for an easy way to do it, that's what I'm going to show you, and I'll show you two different sizes. So let's head on over to the craft table. I'm going to show you how to make two different size box cards, and as usual, I'm just going to show you the basics, and I'm going to leave all the creative decorating up to you. So the first one I'm going to show you is a small one. And you can make two of these out of one 8.5 by 11 inch piece of cardstock. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is cut this in half, which will be 5.5 inches. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut another 1/2 inch off of this. So we're going to make this 5 inches, but you're going to need that 1/2 inch strip. So here we go. So now you have an 8.5 by 1/2 inch strip, and you have a 5 by 8.5 inch base to start your card with. Silly me, I almost forgot we have one more thing to cut. This 1/2 inch strip we're going to cut into 3-inch lengths. We're going to cut 2 of those. So there's 1 and 2. Now we're done cutting. Now it's time to score, and we are going to score every 2 inches. So we are scoring at 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, and 8 inches. Leaving a little 1/2 inch down here that we're going to be using later for a tab. And now you're going to turn it. You're going to score it at 2 inches again. So score it all the way across at 2 inches. We're going to set that aside for a minute. And we're going to take our little 1/2 inch strips, and we're going to score a 1/2 inch from each end. So if they're 3 inches, we're going to score at 2.5, and I'll try to squeeze in over here and score it at 1/2. And we'll do the same thing with this one at 2.5 and 1/2. There we go. And now the scoring is done. Okay, let's start folding on all of the score lines. Just keep folding them in there and use the bone folder to flatten them out really good. So as you can see, we're creating a box here. And one more score line here. Okay. Now, we're not scoring, or we're not folding on the middle score line yet. So what we're going to do now is, this is the 3-inch part, this is the 2-inch part. We're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut down each of these score lines right to the score line that goes across. So we're going to have 2-inch flaps on the top. So here we go. And this last one here, we're actually just going to cut it right off. We don't even need that part. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. And on this little tab, we're going to cut it in a little bit. Let me see if I can't really do this on camera good, but we're going to try. We're just going to cut in at an angle to the corner, just like that. And we can do the same thing on the bottom. There we go. So now we have a little tab. And that's going to be the back of the card, but it's going to be attached so that you can't see it. It'll be right on the inside. So let's do that right now. Let's see here. Get out my double-sided tape. And we will put it right here on this tab. This is so easy. Okay. And we're going to bring this around and just attach it right there. All right, so now we have a box. Now, I can't even find the spot. There it is. Okay, so this is the back. We do not want to bend this back flap at all. That's going to be what stands up in the back. But right now, we're going to fold the other ones down right there on the score line. And that creates your little box. On the back part here, you can cut another piece of cardstock and put it over it if you would like. Or the same thing on the back where you could put your sentiment, which would be really cute right there. But now for the inside, we cut those little strips, remember? And we scored them, and that's not even the right one. That was the extra one. Okay, so we're going to just fold on those little score lines, just like that. So, let's see there, so it looks like that. And we'll do that on both of them. And then we're going to put a little double-sided tape on each of those. So you can see where it folds. The double-sided tape is going to be on the outside. And we're going to do that to both of them. Bet you guys know where these are going, right? By now you have this all figured out. And that's good, because this is really easy to do. So we're going to tear off those little coverings there. And with the tabs here pointing to the back of the box, we're going to slide this right in and just put them right up against the back so that each of the tabs is, you know, if you could just get the camera inside my box, we'll be doing really good here, right? Okay. Let's see. Nope, I can't get it really good. There you go. So there's the first one. And the other one, we're going to do just the opposite direction. So the little tabs are going to be facing toward the front. Well, maybe. Here we go. Okay. So this time they're going to be facing this way, and just put it right in there, right up against the edge. And what those are for is that's where you get to attach your little goodies, whether you want to glue them directly to this, maybe you want to attach them with brads so that they can kind of twist out either direction. You can choose how high you want to make them. You can even put these tabs down a little bit further in the box if you want. But guess what? There you go. And of course it needs decorating, and you can get 2 of those out of 1 piece of 8.5 by 11 inch cardstock. That is good. I hate wasting anything, and this doesn't waste a single thing. I lied. It wastes something this small. I'll be right back, and I'm going to show you the next size up. I just showed you how to make the small box card, and now I'm going to show you how to make the larger one. So we will start with an 8.5 by 11 inch piece of cardstock, and with it going 11 inches this way, we're going to cut it at 6.5 inches. Let's see if I could find 6.5 inches here. Okay, and just cut that right there. And then we're going to take this leftover strip and we're going to cut that at 1 inch. Let me get that lined up. Yeah, it'd be nice if it was lined up straight, wouldn't it? Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Okay, 1 inch. Get that cut in half. And then we're going to cut this into 3.5 inch strips. So there we go, 3.5. And we'll cut another one at 3.5. And one more at 3.5, just in case you want to use 3 of these instead of 2. There you go. So now we have those 3 strips, and we have the base of our card, which is 6.5 by 11. Okay, we're putting our cardstock in so that it's 11 inches this way. And this time we're going to be scoring every 2.5 inches. So here we go. 2.5, 5, 7.5, and 10. There we go. Now we're going to turn it this direction, so we have 6.5 inches this way, and we are going to score it at 3 inches. So we have that all scored. Now we're going to score our little strips, and we're going to score it at 3 inches and at 1/2 inch. So that's 1/2 inch from each end. If it's easier for you, you can just score it at 3 inches and turn around and score it at 3 inches again. Whichever way is easiest for you, as long as it is scored at 1/2 inch from each end. Okay, now we have the scoring done. Now it's time to fold on the score lines. And remember, we are not folding on the score line that goes lengthwise. So leave that one alone, but we're going to fold on all the other score lines. And just like before, this is going to create the box. Okay, so now we have a box. And again, the longer boxes are going to be at the bottom. So these are going to be 3.5 inches, and these are the 3-inch ones. And we're going to cut on the score lines just down to this line. So leaving the longer ones at the bottom, we're going to cut the shorter ones. Thank you all for watching. And now that you've seen how easy it is to make these, I hope you start making some box cards yourself. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.